into the Super Bowl. I'm Henry Chisholm. I'm here with Zac Stevens. Neither of us are actually playing in the Super Bowl, but that's why we get to commentate the Super Bowl. We've got our own Ryan Koenigsberg going for his third Super Bowl in 5 seasons. He's going to be playing as the Saints. We've also got Brian, who we really like. He's a funny guy. He has never won a Super Bowl. He actually lost to RK in the Super Bowl a couple years ago. And I'm excited to dig in and watch this. How's it going, Zac?
Oh, Henry, great to be talking with you today. And of course, we're in here in New Orleans for the Super Bowl. Last time we saw a team host a Super Bowl in their hometown, well, we know how that went back in 2021 with the Buccaneers hosting and, of course, winning. That's what Ryan hopes happens here today in New Orleans, and just Bourbon Street is ready to explode if they get the dub tonight.
There would be no better place to be than Bourbon Street tonight. Honestly, regardless of whether Ryan wins or loses. But if he does win, I can only imagine what's going to happen.
And like you said, Henry, this is the rematch from 2 years ago, and Brian hopes it goes a different way, where, of course, the Saints kind of took off there, winning 34-17. And really the interesting thing here, Hank, is compared to that game, these two teams couldn't be more different in just a short period. This really reminds me of the 2015 Broncos, where just 2 years before they were in the Super Bowl, really offensive led Super Bowl team. And then in just 2 short years, they flipped to a defensive team. And what I'm talking about here with the Saints and the Texans is, in that game, the Texans were led by their passing game, whereas the Saints were led by their rushing game. And now that's kind of flipped on its head, where, of course, the Saints now have Trey Lance, who leads the number 1 passing offense in the league, and the Texans really rely on the run game.
Yeah, Tariq Cohen is a monster. I had to play Brian's Texans last week in the AFC Championship game. That's a tough team to defend. And while you look at all the weapons that RK has, and I think that he does have to be the favorite coming into this, the Texans are pretty sneaky. They so much speed at receiver, Marquise Brown, Jalen Reagor, but also they have a nice running game with a solid offensive line, and Tariq Cohen, who's been one of the stars of this Madden league ever since the start.
Yeah, he really has. And we know how that speed at running back just absolutely kills. And we're talking about a matchup that, Hank, we may see next year too. I mean, these are two powerhouses. You did your best to try to stop this matchup from happening again, but alas, nothing you can do when the Texans are on the field. And what are we talking here? Like a 7.5 point line, I think.
Yeah, I think that's fair. So these two teams, like we said, they played in the Super Bowl 2 years ago. They also played in week 13 of this season, and Ryan won that one 31-17. So both the times that these two teams have played, it has been a double-digit win, a 2-score win for Ryan. And I think because of that, if anything, it might be even a little bit wider than 7 points.
Yeah, and talking to people this week, Henry, there's a quiet confidence coming from the Saints. They don't want to say how confident they are, but I get the feeling that they believe they should win this, and they don't believe it should be close.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
Oh man, no one
Honestly,
I'd rather
both
be
these
playing
teams
in the
have
Super
enough
Bowl.
talent to get the job done. It's just superstars all over the field. It's gonna be a fun one, and who knows? I think that Brian could, if he can make a couple of plays early, he could take control.
So what was the key in the AFC Championship? And here we go, Hank. We're kicking it off live from New Orleans.
We are. It's going to be the Saints getting the ball first. I'm curious what the strategy is going to be. Javian Hawkins, an MVP in this league. Trey Lance, this year's MVP in this league. Now might be the time to say it. This offense, to me, has to be the best in the league. Like I said, Trey Lance, MVP. He was first in NFC Offensive Player of the Year voting. Second was Javian Hawkins, same team. Third was Mecole Hardman. So that's what we're working with here with the Saints offense. A run to start, though, goes right up the middle. I'm curious to see what's going to happen when he tries to run the ball on this defensive front.
Yeah, a little surprise there, starting it out with a 2-yard run up the middle. I mean, not a surprise with that formation. And, some coaches in the past have said that the fullback is dead. Ryan has proved that that is not the case here, Hank, with, of course, typically running in this formation.
That's a tough break. He's open, but just a little bit late. He got all the way sideline, ran out of bounds. Real life, that doesn't happen. In Madden, that's what's going to happen every single time.
And look, we're talking about our first 3rd and long here. There's no one you would want more in this situation than Trey Lance, but let's see if he can convert and not start on a 3-and-out.
Sage Surratt. He's what? Did he just got drafted this year, or was that last year in the real NFL? But the third receiver on this team doesn't get the ball that much. When you look at the numbers, it's primarily just going to Mecole Hardman. You're going to see Julio a little bit in there too, Javian Hawkins, but honestly, not much of Travis Kelce either. We'll see if that changes today.
Yeah, the Sage Surratt, really a gym rat. He puts it all out on the field. Always gives 100% effort.
We love those. We really love those. And this is a play right here that we saw Ryan run a lot in practice before this game, just watching his stream. Oh, and look at that. There's Travis Kelce right there.
Wide open. Yep.
Isn't it crazy?
Ryan's really going with the he's not going with the traditional game plan here, Hank. He's throwing everyone off. Yeah,
for sure. A nice tight end matchup too. We're gonna see Rob Gronkowski on the other side. Crazy that we're this far in the future.
Rob Gronkowski, like
Super Bowl.
45 years old.
Seriously. A little more success with that run, but still not exactly what you're looking
defense
for.
Is going to be tough.
It is. We've got some nice defenders out there. Probably time to shout these guys out. Guys like Devin White, guys like Jadeveon Clowney, Max Crosby. Maybe not the names that you see on the other side of the ball. Akeem Davis-Gaither has turned into one of the better linebackers in the league. But that front seven, some nice solid pieces. Whereas there's a little bit more flash when Ryan's out there.
Yeah, and it's really going to come down to the defensive backs here, because clearly I don't think Ryan's going to try to pound the ball time and time again on this defense. It's going to be how they hold up against guys like you said. Mecole Hardman is the go-to in this offense.
Ooh, and they went to him right there
and just
down to the 14-yard line.
Yep. Just creating so much separation. I mean, pretty much all of these completions, we've seen receivers running wide open in the middle of the field.
Absolutely. Always fun looking through what he has said as his suggestions in the red zone. Wonder what he's going to choose out all this.
He's in a great spot here. 1st and 10 from the 15. Plenty of space to work with. Okay.
It's a big block from Hawkins on White right there. I thought that was going to get blown up all the way down to the 1.
Yeah, I thought so too. Are you risking it here at all, Hank, or are you just pounding it here?
To me, I'm pounding it. I think that he has a good enough offensive line. To me, I'm coming out in that power eye, and I'm either picking the wide. No, what a risky play.
Oh, wow. He avoids disaster.
Yeah, that's Xavier Howard right there. He's not going to drop many of those, and he could have been off and running. That could have been just a disastrous start for the Saints. Dodged a bullet right there.
No,
I think it's safe to say he's going to be running this one.
Yes, exactly. I was going to say, I think he's going to listen to you, Hank, and just stick on the ground here. And, of course, this defense, is prepared for it. They're definitely playing the run.
Yep, and that's that power eye I was talking about. You shift, figure out where your hole is, maybe take the toss out to the right. Gets stuffed there. That came real close, though. He rolled on top.
Oh,
Third and goal.
wow.
From the 1.
I mean, yeah, we are inches away right here. And again, I mean, now what do? Do you stick to the ground again, or do you turn to the air?
It's a tough decision. To me, I think I probably go out in that power eye again. I think I do. Maybe toss it out wide this time. Okay.
And
I'm not sure where he's going to get
split receivers trying to pull the defense outside.
Okay. Maybe a little leverage on the right.
Pre-snap motion. Oh, yep. Wow. I mean, my grandma could have run that one in, Hank. That was an incredible job by the offensive line.
Just such a great job. Well, gets a touchdown the first drive. Burns up, almost 5 minutes in these 7-minute quarters. I think Brian's got to be pretty happy with what happened.
Just a great drive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do think stops are going to be pretty tough.
Remember, it started off with a 3rd and 10.
Crazy to think about. And between picking up that 3rd and 10, which all credit to Ryan, he got a guy open and picked it up. But you can't give him too much credit for the drop pick on the other side. Maybe a little luck there on that first drive.
All right, now we get to see this powerful Texans offense, a little more balanced typically than the Saints this year. They like to be a 50-50 offense here with run and pass, but the talent is averaging over 30 points per game this season. This is another dangerous offense.
Yep, and you can see the star power all over the field on both sides here with T.J. Watt, with Nick Bosa, Daron Payne, and then on the other side with Gronk and these receivers and Tariq Cohen and Kyler Murray at quarterback. There's Tariq Cohen.
We do start on the ground.
Face mask, though.
Oh, yeah.
Wow.
Tack on 15.
It's a big play. It's really tough to defend Houston in this league for a couple of reasons. The big one is just the combination of speed and the strong running game. Like, you feel like to stop that running game, you need to play man. You need to be able to match everybody up. But when you do that, the receivers are just going to outrun you. My secondary didn't get beat by anybody all season when playing man. Last week, there was just nothing they could do.
No, and Hank, I just this is old school football that we're working with here. I mean, you see the Saints come out with the fullback pretty much every single play. You see the Texans now coming out with the 3 tight end set. This is something that a lot of people thought was dead, but we see this and look, it works. And both teams really do a great job of utilizing both the run and the pass. A lot of play action coming off of these. And, of course, Kyler working under center. That's something that some executives thought when he was coming out of the draft would never happen. It was too short to ever do that coming out of college. But Kyler, clearly a success.
Clearly a success. And so far, this running game has been solid. My question kind of coming into this was, are these defensive linemen, these linebackers, Patrick Queen, are they going to be able to just get into the backfield and stuff everything, even if you don't have the numbers advantage on defense? So far, we haven't seen that.
And look at this, very interesting from Ryan. He's counteracting a 3 tight end set with only 3 defensive linemen, and it works.
It works.
On 3rd and 2 there. Holy cow. That was a bold move, Cotton, but it paid off. I mean, with all that speed he's got at the second level, they were just able to collapse on that play.
Absolutely. At the same time, I wonder if potentially Tariq Cohen could have cut up field just a little bit sooner and picked that up. But here we are, 4th and 1, and I think
he was
Brian's
going for the big play there.
Go for this.
Yeah, you do. I mean, a punt here picks you up 20 yards, and obviously you're not in field goal range here. Again, Ryan coming out with just 3 defensive linemen, Kyler and the gun. Boy, this is interesting on just inches.
Yeah, you almost wonder if he's just gambling on penetration. Yep, and somebody breaks through, but it's not enough. Wow. Daron Payne got
he
into
had
the
it too.
backfield
Ryan
so quick.
had it in the backfield. Yep.
I wonder if that's just bait on
Well,
Ryan's part, knowing that he can put three
yeah,
defense out there or defensive linemen out there. It feels like he should be able to run, but out of those three, one of them is going to make a move like that.
and that's what's so powerful about this defense is you don't have to load the box in order to stop the run. You can keep a lot of guys back there to defend the pass, but Texans doing a great job so far, and I do think that was key to go for it there because the Saints are going to put up points. You have to keep up with them.
Pass here. First one goes to Gronk. Only picks up 2-3 yards, 4 yards they'll give him. These
And that's
defensive
the
backs
end
that
of
Ryan
the
has out there are
first
very good
quarter. Man, this is the exact game that the Saints want to play. Just eating up tons of clock here. What did we have in the first quarter? 5 minutes to the Saints and only 2 minutes to the Texans so far.
It's pretty crazy. It's not what you expect. And Brian seems to be changing up the strategy here, going a little bit lighter again.
Yep.
Oh, what a move from Tariq Cohen. That's what makes him one of the best backs in the league.
Fake.
Oh, Troy Apke, though.
Wow.
Troy Apke runs him down,
And
saves the touchdown. We'll see if Brian can put together a goal line stand here.
That's what we see, Hank. That's what we see, Hank, with the run not working in the middle of the field. They're not going to just eliminate Tariq Cohen from the game plan. They're going to get him out in space, and that's what makes him one of the best.
Yep, exactly.
Again,
first down
the run
tough,
just
though.
not doing it.
It did kind of look like there was a little bit more of a crease there, though. I guess that blocker just didn't get over I think it was the center didn't get to that linebacker quick enough. But there was.
Sounds like you're questioning Tariq's vision this game.
I think I might be. I think I might be pretty low on Tariq's vision. Oh, what a
goes
move.
Right back.
Gets into the end
Beautiful. I think we just saw some ankles left out on the field there, Hank.
We did. 6 minutes to go now. We saw Ryan's first drive take about 5 minutes.
Nasty.
If he could eat up the rest of this clock, I think he'd feel pretty good about this first half. Second half kick, of course, goes back to Brian. But, to me, though, honestly, I want to give the other guy a little bit of time. Again, the secondary that I built, I trust it to get a pick when I know they're going to throw late in a half in a game. And I wonder if Ryan might feel something similar too. I don't know. We'll see.
We haven't seen a deep strike taken by either team, Hank, and I wouldn't be surprised to see that come in here very soon.
Yeah, this post route from Hardman in the slot looks promising. Just depends on if that safety is going to step inside, step outside. It goes towards those numbers out there. Yep, and that's going to hold, but the linebacker dropped deep enough. Wide open. Love to see it. Gets out of bounds.
And oof. Wow. I mean, Sage just that crafty.
Let's see. It's like maybe some cover 4. Maybe a blitz coming. If not, nope. That's cover 4. Gets it out underneath. Samson Ebukam is fast. I didn't know that.
And just look at this, Hank. I mean, we're just seeing these backs being utilized, not in the running game, but in the passing game. And that's what you do. You get your playmakers the ball.
Yep. Looks like more of this cover 4 from Brian. Yeah. It looks like
and there we
Brian's
go again.
happy to just go underneath with that stuff. Yep.
Have we seen the last running play in this game already, Hank? I mean, it seems like the Saints are really just relying on Trey.
Julio, make a block, bro.
You can't really blame him either. I mean, it's the MVP with potentially the best receiver in the league working with him, and I'm not talking about Julio Jones, who's also out there.
It's a
Looking
great
at this
point.
post again. Oh yeah.
Yep. And there it is.
There it is. Now you start watching the clock a little bit as he closes in on the red zone here. If you leave
And
under
you can
what,
see the
3 minutes,
Texans
you know they're gonna
defense.
pass. Yeah, yeah, for
Oh
sure.
yeah.
Like this.
And Hank, you see this Texans defense, they just look absolutely defeated. They look tired out here. And
Oh,
that's what happens when you control the ball like the Saints have.
yeah. We'll see if that play gives them a little bit of energy, though. That's a decent stop there. 2nd and 8. Holding Ryan to a field goal here would be just huge.
Mm-hmm. It would be, and of course they're in field goal range right now. And I would expect Ryan to turn to the air again on this play.
Yeah, it's looking like he will. And again, that cover 4 from Brian, it looks like might blitz out of it at some point, but
Oh, you wonder if Ryan's going to take advantage of the press. No, a run here, and boy, just met at the line again. A long 3rd down here, 3rd and 7. Well, we know they're turning to the air here. One thing we haven't seen, Hank, is we have not seen either quarterback take off and run yet. And of course, both of these guys are very capable of doing that. A situation here where if there's no pressure and there's a lot of guys dropping back, you may see Trey take off.
that's a great thing to point out. Wow. And
Oh,
now he has what,
wow.
4th and 3. Gonna have to make up his mind. He leaves some time on the clock if he kicks a field goal. Looks like he looks like he's gonna go for this one. This is a potentially massive play in this game.
You don't really understand why you would throw short of the sticks on 3rd down, but it does set up a shorter 4th down here for the Saints.
Yep. And did you see who that timeout was? Oh, it's Brian takes a timeout. Interesting considering he's
Brian with
likely to be trying to fly down the field here.
He knows how crucial this stop could be.
Yeah. Maybe Julio? Oh. Oh, picked off. Xavier Howard.
Wow.
Oh, and he's.
Oh, my goodness. What a turn of events here.
Oh. Couldn't get by Trey Lance, though. It's a big play. Big play. Nobody was open for Ryan. I think maybe there was a window with Julio right there, but when that linebacker dropped, things got tough. I mean, I'm not sure if the receiver he wound up throwing to was open, but that was a desperation heave across the field, just hoping something good would happen, and it did not.
Oh my God,
Henry, that's not converting is tough, but throwing a pick and setting up this field position is absolutely brutal. And you really question what Trey Lance was doing there. The MVP just tried to do too much there, going the other way off his back foot. And the Texans look to capitalize big time now, starting on the ground.
Absolutely. We're talking about, get under 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes. You're kind of forcing them to throw as they try to get all the way down the field. You give them that much yardage. Well, we just saw Brian able to run the ball, pick up 5 yards. Brian's got to be kind of on his heels here, not knowing what to expect, whereas he should have had him, even if that's just an incomplete pass, playing one-dimensional football, just trying to throw the ball down the field.
So, Henry, how do you set up this situation if you're the Texans and the Saints here? If you're the Texans, are you just trying to score at any means possible? Or are you trying to not leave enough time on the clock right here? Are you thinking about that already?
I'm not thinking about it. To me, if you're the Texans, you're just trying to get this ball into the end zone, because when you look at the way these Madden games often play out, you get the ball in the first half. The goal is to, at the very least, when you receive that opening kickoff, to be tied going into halftime. And if you can get a lead, then you feel like you've done what you're supposed to do. You should have that possession advantage, and that flips in the second half. With Brian getting this ball after the half, even if he does score quick, he's at least forcing Ryan to go the length of the field, and then Brian's still in control of this game.
And like you said, Brian gets the ball to start the second half. I mean, what a turn of events from that turnover. Let's see if the Texans capitalize. And look at this. is that 3 exact same plays or very similar plays, just a run up the middle, but he's having success with it.
Yeah, and you wonder if that's the sort of run that both sides are happy with. Brian sees a little bit lighter box, thinks that he's able to just take advantage of that. Ryan sees a whole bunch of very talented football players in the front seven of his defense who should be able to get in the backfield on occasion and make a couple of plays there. Wow.
And look at this. I mean, Ryan using his 3rd time out here. He wants to guarantee that Trey Lance will have an opportunity to see the ball before halftime to make up for that last interception. And 3rd and 4 now. Man, I would be surprised if you're not putting Kyler on a boot here, getting him into space, allowing him the opportunity to run it or pass it here.
Wow. Another timeout.
Didn't like what he saw on the defensive side, and it really looked like there was a lot of movement from that defense pre-snap, throwing the Texans off here, but a smart timeout to take if you had any questions there. So no timeouts left for either team, sitting about, minute 40 left in the first half. And he really does switch up the look here, Hank. He was under center. Now he's in the gun.
He doesn't know there's a blitz coming, but
wow.
Matter.
Oh,
did he get in?
Wow.
Did he just get the first down? But he did. First down, no touchdown. Didn't think that was going to be possible.
Oh my. Hank, he couldn't have drawn that up any better right there. Ryan with no timeouts can't stop the clock. I mean, that is what Ryan did not want to happen. What a fantastic play. I'm not sure that's exactly how they drew it up, but it couldn't have worked better.
Yeah, assuming they're still able to get this ball into the end zone. That's still the key here. But with 4 plays from inside the 1-yard line, we'll see what he comes up with. Oh, easy. Is that J.K. Dobbins playing fullback? Wow.
Yep. And Hank, I actually think just with how much room there was in the middle of that defensive line, I think Ryan conceded that and said, you know what? Score a touchdown right here so that he can get the ball back.
Yeah, it's a bold strategy, but I mean, with a minute left on the clock, you should be able to at least get in the field goal range, even without any timeouts. The risk here, though, is that if you make a mistake, you give the ball back. I mean, even if it's not like a pick six or anything, if you go into the second half down, let's say 17-7, with Brian getting the ball at half, you're in a pretty dire situation there. So really can't afford a mistake here, but also can't afford to push the ball downfield a little bit, I don't think.
You just cannot have that type of interception again here. So interesting. I fully expect Ryan to come out and be very aggressive here. Okay, a simple little screen. You know, I like that. That's getting Trey some confidence after that last interception without putting any risk out there, just with a simple pass. But you do have to imagine with this time that he would start looking further downfield. Oh, and he stays interesting. Hank, he's not giving himself much of a chance to stop the clock here.
Also, I believe what just happened is he just spiked the ball off the center's foot. And so then it didn't. The clock didn't stop till it hit the ground after that. But that's not really the point. Yeah, I'm in my opinion, pretty mismanaged by Ryan there. You got to get the ball downfield. I get that what he wants to do is get the ball into his speedster's hands. Can't blame him for that. Just doesn't fit the timeline here.
And Hank, he's got to start looking to the sideline as well. We've seen Ryan just look constantly over to the middle of the field here. And maybe we'll see that again here.
Oh, wow. Yep. Saw that one coming.
Oh, my goodness. Holy cow. What a turn of events.
From right there, Brian's looking at about a 56-yard field goal. Who is his kicker? I actually don't know who his kicker is.
Oh, no.
I guess that means I didn't prepare well enough. I'm not so sure.
Oh my God.
You know what, Hank? We don't really worry about kickers here, because the way Brian's moving the ball, I'm not sure we're gonna have to worry about it.
Yeah, this is risky. This is risky. Putting or snapping the ball with no timeouts.
It is.
It's got to be the
You
sideline.
have to look toward the
there's just
sideline.
Nothing going on. Oh, what is he thinking?
Oh no! What are we doing here?
Wow.
Oh my goodness!
Again, that would have been a
Wow.
56-yard field goal from there, but to me, I feel like you got to try it, right?
Come on.
Oh man, that was that was some. We're not used to seeing this type of quarterback play from these two guys, Hank.
No, we aren't. It doesn't look like I can pull up any kicker stats from here. Curious to hear from Brian later what the thought process was there. If he just didn't think a 56-yarder was in the cards, even in a dome.
You know, talking to Ryan at the half, I actually couldn't say everything he said because he was very, very frustrated with Trey Lance's decision making there.
Wow. Okay, good to know. Good to know. Maybe a little rift brewing there. Again, though,
wow, something we did not see much in the first half, Hank. A solid run to the outside. Now you wonder if the Saints defense is getting a little tired from being on the field so much in that second quarter.
Absolutely. And Brian is in full control of this game. You know, to him, if he just doesn't turn the ball over, even if it's just a field goal on this drive, he's still going to be in control of the game even after Brian's next drive. So to me, this is about just playing within yourself, getting some points out of this.
And I just love this, Hank. You see all the pre-snap adjustments from both teams. You have the defensive line collapsing, then expanding, and you have the offense just changing plays left and right. This is you wonder if they're going to outthink themselves here.
Yeah, and that's an interesting play there. You know, it's a play where Brian scored 2 touchdowns on me last week, making that throw to that deep crosser. I think is that Brown coming across there, but Brian did a good job dropping the linebacker out there. Left the running back open on the other side though, because he was supposed to be in man coverage. There might have been a little something there. But a 4-yard run would feel a lot better than 2nd and 10.
It's true. Another heavy set with only 3 defensive linemen there. Henry, like you said, it really feels like he's being baited into running. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
And that second line, those linebackers are just getting to the ball right away.
Some of the best linebackers in the league. 3rd and 10 now. This is a big opportunity for Ryan.
It is. A lot of pre-snap movement.
Okay, yeah. Pause for 10 seconds. All right. It is okay. That pause button isn't working. 1 sec. I don't know if I can pause.
I have no idea.
Okay. Oh, there we go.
Hank, it's like we're seeing into the future, I guess.
I guess so. Going for it on this 4th and 10.
And he's going for it on 4th and 10. Holy cow. Is this just to draw them off sides, or do you actually snap this ball, Hank?
I think you have to snap it, right? Oh, he draw him off sides?
Wow.
The thing is that doesn't pick up the first down. Oh, it was a false start. Got to be a punt now.
Yep. Now you have to punt. This second half could not have started off better for Ryan. And he has a chance to tie the game up right now and eliminate those 2 interceptions in the first half.
Yep. A great defensive series there. Yeah, okay, got his hand up. For a second, I thought he was playing with fire there.
And the first punt of the game not coming until the third quarter, yet only 21 points scored so far. Like we said, Hank, we just have not seen the big, deep shots taken like we were expecting. That could be coming right now, though.
It's looking like it might be. Off and play action. Yep. Just got him open on the sideline.
Oh, open, wide open. And now the Saints are rolling. They all confidence has in momentum has now shifted their way.
Yep, for sure. That's what they want to do. See that Tampa 2 just got the crosser in behind with the guy going deep, bringing the safety with him. And it looks
And
like Brian's
again,
back into the cover 4 after it.
Yep. And despite that, you see another fullback here. I mean, we're just seeing fantastic speed at the line of scrimmage from both defenses here, Henry. I mean, it is tough to do anything in the passing game or the short passing game or the running game with the speed of these defenses.
Absolutely. Absolutely. 2nd and 16 now. I mean, if I'm Ryan, I'm running
a little surprising.
Some deeper routes here.
I was just going to say a little surprising after having success look down the field that we haven't seen that happen again.
Agreed. Oh, gets it away. Gets it to 3rd and 16.
Big play here, and this is when you need to give Trey Lance some time here, which he did not have on that last play. Pressure will probably decide the outcome of this play here.
I agree. You see 5 guys at the line of scrimmage for Brian, all going, dropping Jay Tufele. That does nothing to help, and Ryan gets to pick it up.
And he had all the time in the world back there, despite some good coverage. Like you said, he picks it up in the middle of the field.
Oh, what a move.
Oh, wow.
What a play.
Wow. And that's what you do. You get your ball to the playmakers there. What a play there. And just like that, we are all tied up. Boy, is this a treat of a Super Bowl.
Sure is. 3:05 left, 10 minutes in the game. I mean, for Brian, there's really not much on your mind here other than just going down and getting a touchdown. That's all that matters. If you do that, you're in great shape.
Yep. Ryan trying to bait him into returning one by kicking it just short, but
gotten away with a couple big mistakes.
The Texans were not going to be fooled there.
The Texans.
Mm-hmm.
Well, and actually, Ryan's matching it with that 3-4.
Oh, wow. Oh, my goodness. Wow.
What an effort to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I mean, yeah, but maybe the best play we'll see that goes for a gain of 0 in this game.
Yeah, and now Brian gets into that Trey offset. That's where I think he's going to be able to do the most work. He's no longer like running the ball, playing conservative, not turning it over. He needs to go make some plays, and there just hasn't quite been enough pop in that running game.
Yeah, it is like when they came out of the half that they've just been playing way too conservative here, and 0 first downs in this second half so far. But he's trying to prove me wrong right here. Picks up a nice chunk to set up a 3rd and short here. What are you doing, Hank? Are you running here on 3rd and 2?
You know, I like that we're seeing him come out in this 11 personnel. I think that's the right move. And see, this is kind of what you want to see.
What the hell? That was weird.
Yep.
Oh, a little risky to stay in bounds. You would like to see Kyler go out of bounds, avoid the hit there, but glad to see him get up.
Yep.
Oh my
I mean,
God,
taken
how did
down
not
pretty
fumble?
violently there from the shoulders.
For sure. Yeah. I almost wonder if he should have stopped running. Like rolled out, waited instead of going
Yeah,
all the way to the sideline, cutting up field, all that.
and he had
A
all
little
the time in the
heavier.
world.
I feel like this is something we haven't seen. This is Ryan coming out in
Mhm.
a 3-4 when Brian is coming out in shotgun.
Yep.
Yep. The speed wins out in that one. Oh, God.
Oh, wow. Oh, my
Not
goodness.
quite fast
Oh,
enough to
my
get all the way, but
goodness.
wow.
Man, and like you were saying there, Hank, I actually, if I was the Texans, I probably would have gone hurry up there because of the matchup difference that you had that was clearly exposed on that play.
Yeah. I mean, it was obvious before the snap that he didn't have enough speed on the field, and the Texans kept those matchups out there. Oh, wow. Some great blocks.
And here we go,
but...
Texans going with 4 receivers again here, really trying to spread out the Saints defense, and it's working.
Yep.
Come on. I got animated out of it.
Heavy again. You'd think he'd just take this right up the middle. There's the end of the third quarter. Headed to the fourth quarter of the Super Bowl tie game. What more could you ask for?
This is just everything. Now, Hank, you just hope that a power outage doesn't happen in the Metrodome and shift this game as we've seen. Actually save a touchdown there. He had room to run if he could get around that corner.
He did.
Nice tackle.
3rd and 1 now.
Don't get tricky here. I think you just go right up the middle, and Ryan's allowing that run.
I think if you're Brian, you want to get this in pretty quick. Save some
To
time
then
on the
be
clock
able
in
to-
case Ryan
Yeah.
ties it up. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Holy cow. And that
That's
is the
Kyler.
magic that you just see with Kyler. Yep, exactly. I mean, he looks like a shortstop there, Hank. I mean, he's throwing while going to third base,
Thought I had everyone covered.
Yeah. Again, the same sort of matchup near the goal line.
Oh my goodness. A second time that Cohen has sent someone to the hospital with broken ankles on his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Wow. All right, 5:20. Yeah, a 5-minute drive is not out of the question. I just don't think that if you're Ryan, you want to be thinking too much about that because it isn't really playing to your strengths.
Right. Yeah. No, exactly. Ryan needs to look down the field like he did multiple times on the last drive.
I totally agree. We'll see. It seems like these sorts of situations, he's come out and run some screens, some jet sweeps, some underneath stuff. A little bit more aggressive right off the bat might be my move.
You wonder if Ryan's lost a little bit of confidence in Trey Lance by doing those type of safe options here.
Yep. And here's this play we saw him running in practice. You got the completion to Kelsey in the middle of the field early in this game. Oh, is he switching out of it though? Yes, he is. Can't blame him. He's got numbers.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. It's almost like the Texans defense just gave up there. They were clearly expecting the pass there. I mean, it even seemed like the defensive linemen were dropping into coverage there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's one of the things you'll see. You know, the deep ball on the third down before you had Brian just dropping Jay Tufele, the nose tackle deep. Couldn't really get anywhere effective, but it's something he does. Jadeveon Clowney a little bit more athletic from that spot, though.
Yep. And now we may
Still.
see Ryan take a shot here. Oh, all the time in the world. And now you see these athletes starting to really take over at the quarterback position, Hank.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You also saw the Texans just rush 2 players there. See, and I don't know if I'm Ryan. I like Ryan's idea that this is where you want to run, but when you're seeing him just drop everybody deep, run out of the shotgun. Make him think you're going to be throwing. JV Hawkins, it doesn't really matter though.
Holy cow. I mean, this defense is it's seeming like a completely different defense from the defense we saw in the first 3 quarters here.
Yeah, it does feel quite a bit different. I think maybe just a little bit passive on Brian's part.
Yeah, he's playing scared.
So scared. I just keep thinking one of these he's going to be blitzing. It's not yet.
And there's the defense into the tough run defense that we saw earlier in this game. And you wonder if Ryan is now playing a game of managing the clock and trying to run down that clock now. I actually would be surprised if he was satisfied with just a 3-yard gain there while keeping clock moving.
Yeah, and this is one of the points where Ryan does think more about the clock than I typically would. You know, to me, you've got 39 yards left to go. That's going to take you a minute or two. You know, like you just play your game. Make sure you're still doing everything you can. 2-man rush again. Oh, and he still finds Travis Kelce deep because you have Jay Tufele trying to run him down from underneath. It's just not going to work.
Doesn't even help. Wow. I mean, that's what happens. It doesn't matter how many guys you drop, Hank. If you're giving him all day in the pocket, then he's going to find someone open, especially a crafty guy like Travis Kelce.
Absolutely. Oh, wow.
Oh, it's beautifully set up screen there.
Yep. And this is where you probably do just run it down to the 2-minute warning.
Yep.
No reason
I would
not
agree
to
with
waste
that.
the clock.
Oh, and
timeout.
look at
Is that Texans timeout?
Texans timeout there. Yep. They want the ball. They want plenty of time to be able to go down the field and kick that game-winning field goal, assuming Ryan gets in the end zone here. Now, Hank, we had this conversation earlier. Do you go safe here? Safe play, but easy. Yep. Oh, almost another ideal. I mean, that was pretty much an ideal play from Ryan. He gets close to the first down and stays inbounds, runs some more clock off, and takes it down to the 2-minute warning here. But now you can't get cute. You just have to focus on getting those inches and at least picking up the first down.
Yeah, you really don't want this to go to 4th down. It would feel pretty bad to have this play go, or this series go to a 4th down here. And you see Brian over there using the screen that's on the way.
Oh my goodness. Wow. A little cut. Oof. That was close. All right. That was that was close.
Any interest in going for 2 here?
No. Too much time on the clock to do that. I think if there was a minute left, you may, but not right now.
I agree.
Oh my goodness. Boy, is this the Super Bowl we were all hoping and dreaming for? And Bourbon Street is blowing up right now, but a lot of nerves going through the street as well with the Texans getting the ball back.
A shorter kick from Ryan too. We'll see where this lands. Yeah, he's baiting
Trying
him
to
out.
force him to return it.
Brian's kind of playing with fire, letting those hit the ground. You know, if one of those just bounces the wrong way, you could be digging yourself a hole there. Now, this is where, okay, so you see the Wildcat coming from the Texans.
Wow.
Haven't seen that
This is
all
interesting.
game.
To take
It is.
Kyler Murray off the field.
Yeah, you got Clyde Edwards-Helaire usually out there running this. Oh, Dobbins and Cohen. Cohen keeps it. Yeah, that's
and
not
you
what I
just
would have
see
done there.
excellent pressure.
Yep.
Now you got to put Kyler back at the quarterback position here, right? Yeah.
Yep, you got to be pretty aggressive too. No more messing around with all these tight ends. It's time to put receivers on the field and make some plays. Go win yourself a Super Bowl.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. And wow, just like that, the Saints go up. Holy cow. I think the Mercedes-Benz stadium is about to explode here. Wow, what a turn of events there. Just tried to fit one where there was no room. I mean, the middle
there
of the
was
field
absolutely
just had
no
defenders
room
everywhere.
Yeah. I mean, he threw that right to Patrick Queen. There's really nothing else you can say. Like, did he just not see him? Did he think that Patrick Queen can't catch? Or I'm not sure what was going on there. But that was the worst play we've seen from either side in that game, and it came at just the worst time.
Wow.
Now there's some pressure though.
Yeah, and now you have to go back to Kyler, have confidence in him even after that play. Holy cow. Now you're talking about what do we have? Just over a minute left in the game, and you got to go 75 yards to get a touchdown. Hank, if they get this, then maybe we're talking about, do you go for two?
You're definitely talking about it. That's for sure. I'm not sure that I'm running two tight ends out there. Oh, one tech. No. You're seeing this two-man rush on the other side now.
Oh my goodness. Away. Wow.
Found a way to take a hit while doing it, but he got the ball away.
Well, and Hank, I feel like the Texans are trying to score 7 points on every play right here, which you don't need to do.
No.
Yes, you do have to push the ball downfield, but you don't have to get that big touchdown on every single play here. You do need to pick up yards, and you do need to be looking to the sidelines.
What were you trying to get him to do?
Yep. And looks at the sidelines there, gets it.
Oh my goodness.
Up to the 50 now. I really hope, though, that he does not bring out two tight ends for a third straight play. Okay, good.
Yeah.
And he's empty. That's what you need, because Ryan's not going to try to match personnel here. He's just trying to stop you from getting the end zone. He's going dime. He's going nickel, like 3-3-5, whatever, no matter what. Don't try to get him into a heavier set with his tight ends. It's obviously not going to happen.
Yeah, and this is where Kyler thrives back here is,
Oh, that's a big sack. One timeout left now after Brian takes one there. 2nd and 22. He was ready to throw the ball away. You could just tell. And then that receiver popped open. I think that was Hollywood that popped open on the sideline. And he tried to make the throw. Deron Payne's in your face. Not on this play, though. He's dropping back. There's a completion. No, it isn't. Able to knock the ball out. Wow, this is a tough spot. You've got to just make some progress here, and even if it means you probably don't eat the timeout after this play, but you got to pick up yards here, and it doesn't have to be the first down. Yeah, that's just asking too much. You had some guys underneath. You could have gotten 5 more. Would have felt a lot better about 3rd and 15 or 4th and 15 than you do about 4th and 22. And here it is.
Oh,
Needs 22 yards to stay alive. Oh my goodness! The bomb to Hollywood on 4th and 22. Zach, are you there? Did you just like
no
die of
way.
like excitement after that? Zach disappeared.
How does that not
Okay, well, that's too bad. Hopefully he'll be back. Zach is dealing with a power outage, by the way. He's been on his phone, called in. I wonder if his phone died. There's a guess. Well, it's just me, so I guess I get to say whatever I want. Wow, what a play. Now Ryan has 3 timeouts, 46 seconds. He just needs a field goal. You know, I'm going to make my call here. This is going to end in regulation. I feel like this is going to end in regulation. And it's either going to be because Ryan's able to get across midfield, get a field goal off, or he's going to make a mistake and Brian's going to get a chance to win this one. But I don't see a world where this is actually going to overtime. It's a little passive here with this play call, though. Maybe he is happy. Oh, but you love seeing that as you're calling this. Get out to him. Yep. I would have gotten out of bounds there. Extra yard isn't worth it. Late timeout. Now he's down to 33 seconds. So, who called that timeout? Did Houston call that timeout? Yeah. Interesting. Oh, wow. Decent amount of running room there. What are you looking for if you're Ryan? You probably want to get the field goal under 50 yards. So get down to the 33-yard line or so. So that's 17 plus 5, about 22 yards away from there. 27 seconds, 2 timeouts. You should be able to get this done. Again, you see just 9 guys in coverage for the Texans. Not this time. Oh, wow. That was 10 guys. This dropped a little bit late. Gets out of bounds there. Yeah, if you could pick up another 10 or 15 yards, and not knowing who Ryan's kicker is, I think he'd be pretty happy with that. Only 10 seconds, not much time for adjustments here. After that, it's going back to this little RPO. Yeah, it's just buried. Gotta use the timeout. Now you got 1 left. 19
Hank, I'm
seconds.
back.
And
Tell
now,
me, what did I miss?
So did you miss the bomb to Hollywood? On 4th and 22?
I did.
Oh my goodness. Yeah, 4th and 22, his own 36-yard line, just lobs one up over the top. Decent coverage even from Apke, but just lays it into his arms for the end for the touchdown. But now Ryan's kind of putting something together. He just ran the ball up the middle and had to waste a timeout on the last play, though.
So we have a tie game with how much time left?
13 seconds.
Oh my goodness. And he uses that final timeout, which you had to do there. Hank, I don't this is risky right here to not kick a field goal.
Absolutely. And to me, the timeout was absolutely the right decision. That game ends if you don't call it. Why he didn't wait another 10 seconds to call it,
Yeah.
I'm not so sure.
Yeah. I
Right.
think Ryan got.
This should be for the game.
Oh.
What? Oh, encroachment. Oh, so
man, he
this might be a
almost timed it.
strategy here. You know, if you're Brian, you might be thinking he's going to make this field goal. What's important is that I get a real opportunity to block it, and to do that, I'm going to try to jump this snap, even if it
Yeah.
means getting called for an offsides penalty or two in the process, making the field goal easier. But he's probably just going to make it no matter what.
I would think so. Yeah, this is a chip shot here. And Ryan really trying to mess with the timing of it, and
Off the post and in. Oh my goodness! Wow!
My goodness! Wow! Incredible!
Oh, and it just makes you think if he's 5 yards further back, does the kick that's going right go just right enough that it doesn't go in? Because all it needed was an inch or two more.
My goodness. I would expect Ryan to kind of lay this one up, try to force the Texans to return it and burn some time off the clock here. And we know the Texans aren't going to want. Oh, this is risky.
Oh,
oh wow.
8 seconds again. This is an explosive offense. Yeah, I mean, obviously, I'm not saying anything good is going to happen for Brian, but don't turn off the TV quite yet. Two tight ends. What are you doing? Under center? What are we doing here? Okay, yeah, turn your TVs off. That's fine now.
Oh man. Oh, he's going for it all.
1 second left. One last play. Either gonna win or lose the Super Bowl on this play. My money's on him losing it.
75 yards away.
Hollywood.
It all comes down to this.
It's going Wildcat. This will be a run play.
What in the world? What are we talking about? Wow.
Yeah, I mean, nothing he was going to do there was going to work. If we're being honest with ourselves.
He didn't even give himself a chance.
That's true. You got to at least give yourself a chance to win the Super Bowl. And you know who did that? Our own Ryan Koenigsberg, for the third time in 5 years, is the DNVR Madden League Super Bowl champion. What a game.
What a game from the Saints, and they win it in front of their home crowd. And Trey Lance, Ryan does it with another quarterback, this time the MVP Trey Lance, in just incredible fashion too. Yeah, incredible fashion. What a game. I mean, I thought both of them had lost the game multiple times. Yeah. Then somebody else lost the game. You got to be looking back if you're Brian at that pick he threw to Patrick Queen right across the middle. I mean, if there's one defender the quarterback should see, it should be the one who's 10 yards downfield, right in the middle of the hashes. It just doesn't make sense. That will haunt Kyler this entire off season. And Henry, I wouldn't be surprised if this is a matchup we see next year as well. But you do wonder if it looks like it's snowing out there in New Orleans, which is something you don't see that often. And you wonder if Ryan will think about retiring after this 3 of 5 and winning it at home. If you want to go out on top, this may be the way to do it. There have been rumors that he was considering retiring. Honestly, I thought that he was being just a little bit cocky. I think what he said was if he had won the Super Bowl, was it last season? Must have been last season that he was going to retire because he'd won 3 of 4 Super Bowls. Come on, that's lame. Patriots did that. Steelers did that. Plenty of other teams have done that. You're not special for winning 3 of 4. You're kind of special. You're special. You still got work to do to build this legacy. I know they're printing it on the newspapers out there in New Orleans. Dynasty, and 3 of 5. There's a strong case to be made for that. Yeah. Oh, is he here now? All right. The champ himself. The champ. Let's see.
I guess he's taking his time.
He's drinking the champagne on the way over to the interview.
Yeah, honestly, now that you brought that up, I do think that there's a better than 20% chance that the reason he's not on yet is because he's putting on some sort of costume. It could be like sunglasses, could be some like fur or something. I'm not sure, but that's where my money's at. By the way, it did say Patrick Queen, player of the game, Super Bowl MVP for that interception. Would that have been your pick, Zach?
Yeah, because we saw Trey Lance have too many turnovers in this game, but he did come through when you needed it. But Patrick Queen was the guy that made the difference in the game.
Yep, he was, by being right where he should have been on every single play, and where Brian should have expected him to be.
Yep. Yeah, you wonder if he's signing his retirement papers right now, or what the holdup is.
Oh, looks like Ryan made it to the chat. I was right. It did take the time because he was putting on a costume. My first guess, sunglasses, correct.
No, boys, I had to protect my eyes from the champagne celebration.
Not the reflection from the 3 Super Bowl trophies you have now.
Oh yeah, those are bright, man. Wow. What a freaking game. My hand's still a little shaky. That was about as good as they come in Madden. I would be lying to say that I didn't get a couple really lucky bounces. And I did not play my best game. Brian had an incredible game plan. And honestly, some of the stuff that I thought was going to work against what he was going to do did not work. He played super smart, and I guess, we were finally able to flip the script a little bit there in the second half and put the pressure back on him a little bit, and that ended up, I think, kind of being the difference in the game.
Patrick Queen, is he deserving to be the Super Bowl MVP?
I don't know who else you could give it to other than maybe Mecole. He obviously had that amazing catch there late to set up the field goal. Coaching error on that play, called the timeout a little too early, or else there shouldn't have been any time for Brian to make a play. But, in the moment, you're just mashing buttons to make sure nothing goes wrong. But yeah, I mean, Patrick Queen, play of the game, pick 6, sitting there in the middle of the coverage. I needed to create a turnover. I usually don't lose if I create a turnover, and there it was, Patrick Queen, the day that he became an X factor, getting the Super Bowl MVP.
Wow. We're a little surprised at Trey Lance, especially starting off pretty shaky in the first.
Yeah, absolutely. He's a young kid, and this was his first trip to the big stage, and he didn't bring his best, but he'll be back, and I think that he's the type of guy who's going to learn from this experience. He's going to have a little bit of, stronger left arm now that he's going to have that ring hanging on it all the time, and I think that'll help him.
You said Trey Lance will be back. Will you be back? There was talks of retirement, and it sounds like this could be the best scenario for you to walk away on top.
All I care about right now is celebrating with my guys. I don't want to get into the future or anything like that. I'm going to try to live in the moment. And, after this game, go back to Denver, get with my family, and spend some time with them, and probably make a decision after that.
Wow. The headlines are that's going to be the biggest question over these next couple of months.
You know what? I hope not. I hope that the biggest question is about how these players can defend this Super Bowl, and how these guys are going to do regardless of who their coach is.
Good stuff, Ryan. Congrats on the win. We'll see you again next year, hopefully.
Maybe, boys.
Maybe.
Wow, maybe. Congrats on the dub. 3rd in 5 years.
See you at the DNVR bar.
Yep, in about an hour.
Exactly. Later, boys.
See ya. Well, Hank, that'll do it for us, won't it?
I think it will. We got the rumor mill started. What more could we have asked for from that interview? But yeah, what a game. Ryan wins it. A back and forth game. Mecole Hardman does some good work. Patrick Queen comes away as the game's MVP. We can just hope that we get another game like this next year.
Yes, we can hope. Hank, it's been a blast. What a game.
What a game.